Hey crafters, it's Hand Stamp by Cheryl. It is already like almost the middle of September, and I've been working a lot and haven't been crafting as much as I would like, nor jumping on live videos, but I had a moment here and I just wanted to remind everyone that VIP classes start this month, and I'm doing it a little bit differently. I'm calling them classes instead of a club. So I have a postcard here with all the information, and if you don't have one of these postcards yet and you want me to drop one in the mail, just comment below and I will make sure to get you one. But instead of it being a club where you are committed to participating for the full duration of the club, these are functioning as independent classes. So there's no commitment. You can pick and choose which ones you want to attend. And so the first one is on September 26th, and we'll be doing advanced techniques in all of these. And the idea here is it's for more advanced crafters that want to try something new that might be a little bit too complicated to try on your own. So it forces us to try new things, and that's why I love it. So the first one is going to be called Give It a Whirl, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But because of the nature of these classes, it's only open to 6 people per class. And so you register on Eventbrite like you do with all of my events, and you can see there when you register how many spots are left. So we currently have 4 people signed up, and so there are 2 spots left if you are interested in jumping into the class on September 26th. On the back it just tells you the more details, but we'll be making 3 cards, and those cards are free in exchange for placing a $25 or more order at the event. So you can do that at the event, or you can also place your order online. So here's my website, and then use the September host code, and that will get you to be able to come to this class for free. And don't forget, it's Celebration, so if you place a $50 order, you also get to pick a free item out of the Celebration catalog. So let's talk a little bit about these dies. You can find them on page 163 in the catalog, and they are right here. And they're actually a little bit easy to overlook. It's not a bundle, so the dies are sold individually with no coordinating stamp set. You get 21 dies for $39. And it says you can see these dies in use on page 57. So on page 57, you see a card that's made here using these dies. And so there is a stamp set down here that you can purchase, but this is not part of the bundle. This would be separate. And so anytime I try to do something, I like to start by casing the card. And so we are going to be making one very similar to this, which would be great for like a boy or a girl birthday, somebody who's younger who might like dogs because there's a dog in the stamp set, or rocket ships, or just outer space. So it has some cute sentiments like you're out of this world, have a stellar birthday, reach for the stars, etc. Okay, so here is the first card that we'll be making in this class, and this is the cased version. I did mine a little bit differently. I actually, instead of like sort of sponging the background, I used our ombre glimmer paper. I don't know if you can see that, but there are different colors of this ombre glimmer paper, and I just used the blue version because I thought it was just fun for this card. And then this right here is a pack of 6x6 paper that you can get free with a $50 order for this month during Celebration. And I thought that just sort of made it all pop and sparkle a little bit too. But yeah, so these, you could call them spinner cards, but the name of the dies is called Give It a Whirl. So whoever receives it will probably figure out that you can just spin it, and it's sort of fun that you've got different images that you can see through here when you spin. Okay, now let me just show you the dies real fast before I show you the next cards. Like I said, it comes with 21, and there are lots of dies. So this is the circle. It already has a hole poked in it, which is good because you'll want to use some brads. And Stampin' Up! Went many years without selling brads, but brads are back. And this has like gray, white, and black in 2 different sizes, I believe. So 200 total brads in here. So that's what you'll need in order to make this card. And I also like that it doesn't cut right here, but it leaves little indentations so you can sort of see your 3 different sections. Okay. And then when you actually want the window to peek out of, you have many different options. So for this card, I use the like pie shaped option, right? But then there are also other options like a circle. So you could see this is where the brad's going to go, and you could place the circle along the spinner however you want. This outlines the circle if you want to add a little bit more to it. Then there's a heart option. So you put the brad here and you can have something in the heart. And then there's also a rectangular option. And put the brad here, you've got a rectangle. So if you wanted like sentiments to spin through, this would be a good way to do that. There are also some fun arrows, which I actually didn't use, but then you could sort of prompt whoever receives your card to see that, oh, I'm supposed to be spinning if they can't figure it out themselves. Here's another one here. But I think one of the best parts about it is just this front die. So it will leave a stitch image around, and then this is where the brad's going to go, and then this is the hole, the oval where you'll be doing the spinning. So it automatically makes the stitched card front option for you. Okay, so lots of fun options really to create different versions. So I'm curious to hear from you if you have any ideas of which stamp sets to use that might jump out at you, either past retired ones or current ones that would make fun spinner cards. Okay, the obvious choice to me was this stamp set. Nothing's Better Than. This one's been around for a year or so, but I love this one for so many different reasons. I love cookies, I love coffee, I love cocktails, and I love chocolate. So you just can't go wrong here. And remember, there are 3 different openings. So I just chose the candy or chocolate, and then the coffee and the cookies. So left out the cocktails on that one. But I just love that this set also has the Love You More Than, so you can just make it a fun spinner card for anyone who has some different things they love to snack on. All right, and then the last one I chose was this Peekaboo Farm. And I actually cased this card from someone, I can't remember, but she has a YouTube video and she made a cute card. So I said, you know what, I'm going to try that one. So this one, I said, Life is Better with You. And then it has the cow and the pig and the, I guess that's a sheep or a ram or something, right? But this one I did a little bit differently, and you can experiment with it in the class. But this one I made punches and then glued the circle punches into the spinner rather than stamping directly on the circle spinner. But this one was fun because I used this fence that is free right now during celebration, and then these clouds that actually come with this set. So there are lots of dies that can add to your cards, like the stars and the clouds and some hearts if you wanted to. So these are the 3 cards that I'm planning for us to make on September 26th in the first VIP card class. So you can make all 3 of these cards for free with a $25 or more order. But obviously I recommend going up to $50 because then you can get these cards for free and a free celebration item, which only goes through this month. And like I said, if you want a postcard, let me know so you can see the next one in October. We're going to be stamping with Shrinky Dinks. Then we take off November and December just because it's so busy with the holidays. But then we'll start back up in January using our pastels, which is a new product in the annual catalog. February is always a favorite month where we do fancy folds, so 3 different fun folds. March is alcohol ink technique, which is all the rage right now. And then in April, we'll be making wobble cards, and wobble cards are ones that you sort of like can flick and they sort of like shake and spin to just add some more fun interest to your cards. So anyhow, I hope if you live in the Indianapolis area, you'll consider joining me for any of these VIP card classes, and make sure you grab your spot on Eventbrite before they are full. Now, if they do fill up with 6 people, I'm considering opening up a second class session. So these are all on Sundays from 2 to 4, but I will consider opening up a Saturday option if the Sunday option fills up. So anyhow, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and happy crafting.